Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. A lot is at stake when it comes to the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze Ndigbo has made moves and they have activities lined up for it. DSS also have lined up for the activities. IPOB have also lined up, and of course, Nigerians are watching on the sideline. All this we're going to ram them all into one. But before we go into the news proper, like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. It's actually three in one, but I'll try and be as fast as I can. Let's start with what DSS has planned ahead of time. Well, the Kanu is standing trial before Justice Binta Nyako for charges bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, illegal possession of arms, among others, leveled against him by the Nigerian government. Operatives of the Department of State Services (DSS) have taken over the premises of the Federal High Court, Maitama, in Abuja ahead of the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. As at Monday, Kanu is standing trial before Justice Binta Nyako for charges bordering on that. A detachment of hooded armed forces armed officers was seen stationed at the entrance of the court with motorbikes and vehicles preventing human and vehicular movement into the area. The operatives took over the surroundings of the court and the Ministry of Justice building down to the Abia State Governor's liaison office, preventing people from accessing the area. Those who lodged in hotels in the area were prevented from moving in and out of their hotels as the officers insisted that they were on special operation in the area and appealed to them for understanding. The situation, however, led to an altercation as some affected persons engaged the operatives and insisted on going to their hotel rooms. It is not clear if the operatives will allow those working in the area to have access to their offices on Monday. Meanwhile, supporters of the detained IPOB leader have vowed to storm the court to show solidarity with their leader. Kanu has been in DSS detention custody since he was abducted in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria after his brief appearance before Justice Bizenyako on June 30th. But in another news, very quickly, Ohaneze Ndigbo is making very strong moves, very strong plans. Let's find out exactly what it is they have decided to do over Nnamdi Kanu's case. Ohaneze Ndigbo appoint ex-governor to lead the delegation to Nnamdi Kanu's trial. Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide President General Prof. George Obiozor made the appointment. The Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo has appointed a former governor of Anambra State, or that's Dr. Chukwuemeka Izife, to lead the Ohanese's delegation to the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in Abuja on Monday. The Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide President General Prof. George Obiozor made the appointment open. Also on the delegation are the National Legal Advisor Barrister Joseph Ojobu and Chief Godi Wazurike. Ohaneze said the duo will be the lawyers representing the group on a watching brief. It was also gathered that on Friday, report has it that Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lawyer to indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu, urged the Nigerians to remember him, that's Kanu, in prayers as the IPOB leader appears in court on Monday. The lawyer had noted that nothing would change the day of trial as earlier scheduled. There has been speculations that Kanu case might not come up on the set date courtesy of the annual vacation for Nigerian judges. The judges' vacation is expected to start on July 26 and would end on September 17, 2021. However, in a statement on Friday, Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Ejiofor, had revealed that the case would be coming up and the hearing is as scheduled. He wrote, "We have just received a confirmation from Federal High Court, Abuja, that the hearing on our client's case above referred will still go on as earlier scheduled on Monday next week, being the 26th day of July 2021. The lawyer also urged Kanu supporters to offer prayers to God for him and for the legal team. Remember Nnamdi Kanu and the entire legal team in your prayers. Thank you all and remain blessed, he wrote. Okay, but very quickly, Ohaneze and Ndigbo have decided to, rise up to the occasion of the fact that no matter what the federal government have said or done or even prescribed their very own, it doesn't stop the fact that Mazen Kanu is first an Igbo man, okay, before he either became either a Biafran or Nigerian, as the case may be. But Ezife, sorry, has always been one who is not they actually have dual views. Today he will tell you that if they can stop the marginalization of the Ndigbos, there's hope, a ray of hope for Nigeria. But if they will not stop the marginalization of the Ndigbo, then it's a case of so you now find out at the end of the day that he's neither here nor there. All he wants is better governance, for his people. Now they've delegated him, at least looking at Mazen Kanu's old broadcast, you would agree with me that he actually slams Ohaneze Ndigbo on a constant level. So them coming now that he's going on try to probably look as if so you're coming to spite me or what? But I do not think so, because the way things are right now, Ohaneze Ndigbo have decided to look at the legal team. But the question is, are they going to offer the same services to Mazen Kanu? Time will tell, but I strongly doubt it, because Mazen Kanu had already come with his own team of legal advisors, and they seem to be equally very ready for the case and tax ahead. Even though they have already told Nigerians and lovers of freedom and Biafrans, quote and unquote, and a whole, to pray for them, pray for Mazen Kanu for a successful outing. Allegations they placed on Mazen Kanu is quite a big one, and it requires so much tax prayer, of course, from the Mazen Kanu's team. But however, the way things are going, and the fact that the DSS have decided to go into the court premises ahead of time, ensuring that all those, there's been this video that have been going viral where they say IPOB are already in buses heading, storming the Abuja High Court. I do not know how true that is, it's still not verified just yet. But judging the fact that in all the surrounding hotels in that area already, they are now pleading on the people to understand within there may not be vehicular movement to and fro, which means they're trying to reduce the barest minimum any unusual surprise elements that may likely be coming from those agitating, or from even my Ipobians. Well, I guess that's we're going to wrap it up. We are just a few hours into the D-Day. I pray for God's speed and I pray for God's will to be done. Let's meet in our comment section.